A Carlsbad mother of 3 has been acquitted of first-degree murder for the shooting death of her husband, a popular math teacher and coach at Carlsbad High School. But that doesn't mean that this mother of 3 is a free woman just yet. 10 News reporter Steve Fiorina is live in Vista. And Steve, the DA could refile lesser charges.
The DA will certainly take a look at the case, the evidence over the next couple of weeks, and return here on October 15th to tell the judge if he intends to refile for another trial. Julie Harper was found not guilty of the shooting death of her husband Jason 2 years ago in their home in Carlsbad. The jury was unanimous that it wasn't first-degree murder, but deadlocked on lesser charges.
At the last ballot, it was 9-3 in favor of not guilty for second-degree murder and 7-5 in favor of guilty for voluntary manslaughter. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
The jury had seen Jason Harper in a rage on a cell phone video taken earlier, and they heard the defendant testify that she was often abused and had hidden a handgun under a pillow only in self-defense.
I didn't even intend to shoot him. I only wanted to scare him or to get him to stop and not rape me, not hurt me, or possibly worse.
This jury was released. If there is another trial, a new panel would hear that case. And Harper's father told me that he thinks it's wonderful that she was acquitted of the murder count, but he is concerned about a possibility of another trial. Live in Vista, Steve Fiorina, 10 News.
Huge verdict today, and joining us now is Julie Harper's defense attorney, Paul Finks. Thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
What is Julie Harper's state of mind this afternoon? What is she saying to
Well,
you?
she's relieved. She was facing a lifetime in prison where she would die. And so obviously anybody who walks out of a courtroom without that verdict feels relieved. But this is a step in a process that is nowhere near complete yet.
Paul, what about her children? A lot of people are wondering about her relationship with them now.
The children are staying and have been staying for the past 2 years with the paternal grandparents. They testified at the trial. And so we were very protective. Everybody in the system is very protective about the children, so I'll just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. And you're a former district attorney, so in your gut, what do you think the DA will do in this case about retrying the other charges?
You know, I've been through this situation on both sides now, and so I'm hoping that the DA's office will reevaluate the case because of some evidence we brought to the trial that they did not have before the trial. Your viewers saw a videotape. There was an audio tape that was also presented to the jury that was very profane, very rage-oriented, that the jury heard. And there was other evidence from the children that was brought forward during the trial that would tend to show that there was a history behind the closed doors of that house that people were not aware of until the trial took place.
Do you think your client is mentally prepared for that possibility if in fact that happens?
No, it's very hard to discuss the pressures on both sides. Certainly if you're charged with murder and you're facing the possibility of being incarcerated for the rest of your life until you die, that puts pressure on you that's very difficult to explain. That pressure is still there to a lesser degree, but to suggest that it's gone would be very far from the truth. There's temporary relief with the understanding that we have to wait and see what the government is going to do.
Still a lot more to come, Paul.
Still a lot to do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.